everybody, this is Joe, and we are bird watching at the Trempealeau, Wisconsin bald eagle nest, home of Mr. T and Mrs. T, and little eaglet, big eaglet TE3. The rain's coming down pretty good. Mom has come to the nest to provide some shelter, and TE3, after a PS, is ready to make good use of that shelter. And the coming day looks like it's also going to be very rainy. We're going to get what appears to be a very late first feeding, and then maybe we'll try to get some close-ups and a second feeding. I seen this segment earlier and I thought we might see TE3 cast a pellet, but apparently not, or else it was out of view. Alright, we're going to stop here and visit TE3, who looks to be shivering pretty cold. Mom's been gone for about 3.5 hours and the rain has picked up pretty substantially. I'm sure it's pretty cold up in Wisconsin. Still have not had a feeding yet. I found it odd. A lot of people in the chat were mentioning that the fish was delivered yesterday and that Mr. T even looked it over and didn't want nothing to do with it. And here it is the next day. We haven't had a feeding yet, and that fish is still there. Furthermore, when we do finally get to the feeding, it's not going to be that fish that's being fed. Alright, so hopefully TE3 can warm up a little bit here. We're going to move on ahead to that feeding, unless we see something cool, some close-ups or something. Alright, Mom sheltered TE3 for about 2 hours in the heavy rain, and now she has gone out to get something for our first feeding, so we're going to be checking that out when she gets back here in a second. And still we have that whole fish on the nest. I'm not sure if it eventually gets eaten, but we're going to find out. by the time that's said and done. Getting some close-ups of sleeping TE3 right here. Shivering cold, still very cold it looks like. Alright, on that last clip I noticed there was also a half a fish on the nest. That one was overnight, on the nest overnight as well, I believe. And that half-eaten fish, I believe, is what we are going to be feeding off of. And we still have this whole fish that is untouched for whatever reason by the looks of it. Holy moly, look at the size of that slab of fish. I was hoping we'd get a different angle or a different camera view, still trying to get it down. Holy cow. That baby says, I'm hungry. Ambitious. I wonder if TE3 is about ready to do some self-feeding soon. Here we are. We got a nice switch to a different view. Oh my goodness, Mom is trying to offer this huge tail. I don't know if TE3 can handle it. Holy moly. I'm not sure, but it may have. Oh wow. Oh my goodness, that PS was against the wind. I can't tell if that tail is still up there. We'll have to check on a better angle. Alright, we're gonna move on a little bit. We are going to check out these close-ups for a minute. And then we're going to watch Mr. T make a visit and haul away a fish. I'm not sure which fish. And it does indeed appear that TE3 swallowed that tail on the last segment, which is amazing. But that's the only feeding I've noticed so far. I'm sure as soon as I sign off, there's probably going to be another one, which is fine. Alright, we're going to end with this segment. Mr. T is going to come in, look around, and take something away. TE3's awake and says, "Feed me, Dad." Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day and a good night and a good morning and sweet raptor dreams.